Hello everyone. This is session 9 of Optional English BA third semester of VSK University, Bellary. The general characteristics of Romanticism. Romanticism is a movement in art and literature in revolt against neoclassicism. Imagination, emotion, and freedom are the focal points of the Romanticism. The German poet Friedrich Schlegel, who is given credit for first using the term romantic to describe literature, defined it as literature depicting emotional matter in an imaginative form. Although Victor Hugo's phrase liberalism in literature is also apt to define Romanticism. There are general characters of Romanticism. It is love for nature. Romantics stressed nature's beauty and purity in their writings in opposition to urbanization. They experienced sublimity through the nature. The second characteristic, interest in the common man. The subject of the Romantic literature is common man. Focus given to the life of common man. In the Romantic literature, they believed common man is the natural and earthly man. The other characteristic is love for medieval ages. He defined Romanticism as the reawakening of the Middle Ages. Their love for remote, strange, and the mysterious, which induced in them an interest in the Middle Ages. The Romantic poets are impatient of the real and the earthbound. They are often discontented with the state of things as they are. Keats, Shelley, Coleridge, and Scott are notably so. Being dissatisfied with oppressive reality, they either sing of the glorious past or project their imagination into the womb of futurity to raise a shape that answers their own desire. Keats sings of the glory that was Greece. Scott endeavors to recapture the splendor of the past ages, particularly the Middle Ages. Shelley sings of the golden age to come. The other element is supernatural and mystical elements. Writers were given a new freedom to explore their imaginations in the search for meaning. People were prepared to suspend reason. For example, Shelley's Frankenstein, Coleridge's The Rime of Ancient Mariner, Byron's Darkness, Keats's La Belle Dame sans Mercy, etc. Emphasis of emotion over reason. The Romantics believed that using emotion over reason was the more valiant choice. They presented this idea throughout the period in many of the works of the time. The Last Duchess and Ulysses both have great example of the characters using their emotions to dictate important situations, and emotion was always triumphant over reason. The other characteristic is language of the ordinary people. The contradictory to the neoclassicism, Romantic writers use the language of ordinary people and ordinary subject to reach out the common man. That is the reason Romantic literature flourished throughout the ages. The last but one, the characteristic which we can identify is themes of solitude. Writers of the Romantic era believed that creative inspiration came from solitary exploration. They celebrated the feeling of being alone, whether at that moment that meant loneliness or much needed quiet space to think and create. For example, Solitary Reaper by Wordsworth, Samuel Taylor Coleridge's Frost at Midnight, etc. So these are all the characteristics of the Romanticism. And here are the links which I have referred for this information. Thank you and one and all.